Kang Tae-myu has been working for Go Food, the company founded by his grandfather, Kang the-gu, in other countries. He worked in an overseas office before returning to Korea to take over as president of the company. His grandfather regards him as a workaholic because he is serious and detail-oriented. Even on his first day as president, he sends his chief of staff, Cha Sung-hoon, to give a brief speech, explaining that he doesn't have time for the entire ceremony. Shin Ha-ri, a relatively new researcher who was not at the company the last time Tae-myu was in Korea, was present at the ceremony. She has had a crush on Lee Min-woo since they were in university, and when he calls her on her birthday, she cancels her birthday dinner plans with her co-workers and goes straight to the chef's restaurant. Ha-ri's best friend, Jin Young-seo, asks what if he intends to switch from the friendship line to the boyfriend express. He isn't, but not before she runs into his arms and smashes a cake intended for some of his best customers. Chairman Kang wants his grandson to find a wife, so he arranges for Tae-myu to go on a series of blind dates with women from some of Seoul's most powerful business families. Tae-myu is adamantly opposed to it, but after much prodding, agrees to go on the first one. Young-seo learns she's going on a blind date with the son of a business family, and she despises these situations, so she asks Ha-ri to go in her place. It's worked before. After a squabble, Ha-ri agrees to pay off a debt owed to her parents' neighbor. When she arrives, she realizes the date is with her company's president. So she does everything she can to turn him off, acting insane and talking about the men in her life. None of this deters him, he even accepts her offer to get a room. Following the date, he informs Sung-hoon that he wishes to marry whom he believes to be Young-seo. He likes her honesty, she comes from a good family, and it will get his grandfather off his back. When Young-seo learns of this, she convinces Ha-ri to meet with him and inform him that she is not interested. Ha-ri tries one more time to convince her that is a great catch. Let's just say that things get a little more complicated from there. Our opinion, the business proposal is based on a webtoon called The Office Blind Date, and it appears to have that kind of feel, with complications and convolutions aplenty and characters that are only loosely based on reality. Your enjoyment of the series is largely determined by your attitude toward misunderstandings and complications. As much as Ha-ri wants her friend Young-seo to sort out this mess, the more she meets Tae-myu in the guise of a crazy version of Young-seo, the deeper she gets into it. And, of course, she's run into him at work, and she seems to have piqued his interest with her product research. So how will she be able to distinguish her true self from the one posing as Young-seo? And what happens when she inevitably falls in love with Tae-myu? Then there's Young-seo, who meets Sung-hoon outside a convenience store and falls in love at first sight. You see where this is going, don't you? When she's around Sung-hoon, who is she? When she's around Tae-myu, who is she? All of these complications may make for a good episode of Three's Company, but they feel exhausting for a multi-episode K-drama. If you enjoyed our video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video.